is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to chat about some of my favorite sling bags because I carry in a sling bag quite often. We have the Vertx Sock P Tactical Fanny Pouch, the Sock P Sling Bag. Names are hard to remember. These are the grab bags, the Marshall and the Gunslinger. And then this is the 945 Industries. This is the large size. They also have a small and an XL and a bunch of colors. I've already done dedicated reviews on all of these. If you want more details, I'm gonna kind of go through them all quick. I just wanna show you what the differences are. I don't really care which one you get. I'm just trying to be helpful here. Then I've worn all these for months. I've brought them all to the range and drawn from the holster a ton. And that is that. The 945 Industries and the grab bags, I do have a discount code. The code is Tiberious. If you use that, thank you very much. Vertx doesn't love me. They don't give me a discount code. They said, no, thank you. But that's okay. I still love them and all of their bags. We are going to start with the 945 Industries because this is the bag I have been carrying. Out of all of these right now, this is the one that I chose to carry most days, and it's also the only one that is made in the United States, so that's kind of dope. As I said earlier, these are available in 3 different sizes. A small is going to be good for like a subcompact, large is going to be good for a compact, the XL is going to be good for a full-size gun. Just keep in mind if you're carrying a spare mag or any other accessories as well. Bunch of different colors. If you don't like this black one, they have a ton of different colors. The strap goes out to 46 inches. That's how far it is adjustable. The buckle is probably the nicest buckle on all of them. They are plastic, but it is a good quality buckle. The strap does have like a built-in keeper the way it's designed, so you're not going to have a loose strap hanging out all over the place. And a couple accessories you can get with this bag. They do make an extension if you need it longer than 46 inches. They offer a pad if you want a pad for your shoulder. I personally don't find that necessary. These bags aren't very heavy, nor are they big enough to load up, but it is an option. You can get a mag pouch, and you can get an EDC pouch that attaches to the strap if you want to carry a little bit more. The material on the 945 Industries is a 500D Cordura, which is very, very high quality, solid material. The zippers are also dope. They are YKK zippers, and YKK probably makes the best zippers. The pocket in the back is a zipper pocket. I personally keep my phone in here. You can put whatever you want, but when it's up against my body, I slide my phone in and out, and that just works for me. You have a front zipper pocket as well that is roughly the same size. I personally put my wallet in here, AirPods, keys, stuff like that. And then the main pocket on the inside. The main pocket is a zipper pocket, but it also has these 2 quick access pull tabs. Now other bags have done this, but these are done very nicely. And it is a very, very quick zipper bag. It's one of the quickest zipper bags, easiest to open zipper bags out there. I don't know if it's the combination of the shape and the design and the YKK zippers and where they place these quick pull access tabs, but it's definitely one of, if not the quickest zipper bag out there. The pull tabs have some rubber material on the end to help you grab, and there's ambi for lefties or righties, or if you do a weird cross pull, whatever. Looking on the inside, the front cover when you open it has a small strip of Velcro on the front cover. So that's going to be good if you want to stick something like a spare mag or a tourniquet or something. The back panel that's up against your body, the entire back panel is Velcro. So you can get either it comes with a Velcro holster if you want to use that. And another option is the Neo Mag hook and loop Velcro system. You can use something like that, but anything that works on Velcro is going to be fine. So again, these come with the holster. You cannot buy this without the holster. The holsters are very nice. The edges are finished clean. The retention is good. The retention is also adjustable. You have a ton of different colors. It works for a bunch of different firearms, lefties, righties, all good stuff there. But it only does come with the holster. And that is included in the price. So your small, your large, your XL, all the prices you see here on the screen are before that discount code. So I believe that discount code will save you an extra 10%. All right, let's talk about the grab bags next. I have done reviews on both of these bags separately. I've used them a ton, I've shot out of them a ton, and you guys have used the Tiberious grab bag code a ton as well, so thank you for that. The Marshall is the smaller one. The dimensions are up here on the screen. It's going to be good for ideally a micro compact type gun, but you can easily fit a compact Glock 19 size gun in here. Well, that's not a problem. The Gunslinger, the bigger one, you can fit a full-size gun like a Glock 17 in here. Again, just keep in mind if you're carrying a spare mag or a tourniquet or anything, that may mess with that. The bags are pretty much the same besides the size, so I'm just going to grab the smaller one here and we're going to go over it. The big difference with the grab bag is going to be the opening and closing mechanism. It doesn't use a zipper like most bags, it uses a magnet. If you're like me, this is your first time hearing about this, I had a lot of hesitations like, ooh, a magnet, is that strong enough? Is that going to work? I was very nervous. So when I did the reviews on these, I did a lot of jumping and jumping jacks and running and bumping into stuff, and they did a very good job making the magnet strong enough where it's not going to accidentally open. I think the only concern you might have is if somebody grabs that very nice handle on the front and pulls it open, that would be my only concern, but I don't see it opening accidentally. The pro to a bag like this is going to be the speed. Me personally, you may be different, with the magnetic bag I am about 1/4 to 1/2 of a second faster on the draw with these than any of the other bags that I've ever tested, and I've tested a ton of them. The outside material is a very slick type of nylon-ish material. The strap on the Marshall goes out to 50 inches, the strap on the Gunslinger goes out to 55, so they are a little bit longer. It has a very basic plastic buckle that is held up fine, no issues there. A very slim, small back pocket on them. Once again, I use my cell phone in the back pocket, so that is a-okay. The front pocket on both of the grab bags is a zipper pocket, nice and smooth, and it is water resistant zippers. On the inside, you have a spot for chapstick, you have a little clip for your keys, spot for a couple credit cards, a little mesh pouch. I use the clip for the keys. I didn't use the rest of that stuff. I would just stick my wallet, my keys, and again my AirPods in here because that's usually what I travel with. The main pocket, again, it is magnetic. One different thing that this one has that the others do not is you have full Velcro coverage on the front and the back, and you also have MOLLE on the front of the back. So that's going to allow you just a wider variety of mounting things. You can mount things with MOLLE, you can mount things with Velcro, whatever you want. Another thing different that grab bags does, you can buy just the bag by itself, or you can buy buy a bag with their holsters. So they haven't been doing holsters as long. They don't have quite as many. With that said, every time I check, it seems like they add a bunch. So they're adding a lot of holsters very, very quickly. Their holsters I've used, again, clean edges, good retention, good to go, Velcro back, no problem with their holsters. What you see up on here on the screen is going to be, again, the prices before that discount code. A couple of them are on sale right now, but their normal everyday price is up here on the screen. So this is what you normally will pay just for the bag or the bag in the holster before the code. I think you get the idea. Now, third, but certainly not least, is the Vertx. Vertx is probably the biggest brand out of all three of them. They definitely have the widest variety of bags. They probably have a dozen sling bags and a dozen backpacks and duffel bags, and you can go on the website if you're not familiar with them somehow. They are definitely has the widest variety. Now, the Sock P sling bag is very small. It was not designed, and it doesn't work ideal with a firearm. If you have a very, very, very small gun, you could squeeze it in here and the bottom's collapsible, but that's not what it was designed or made for. What I like to do is, this is the Neo Mag beltless system. I do always prefer to have the gun right on me. So if I'm wearing athletic shorts or sweatpants or something, this is a great way to carry your gun on your body when you are not wearing a belt. So I'll carry the firearm using the Neo Mag beltless, and I'll use the Sock P for all my other stuff. Again, my wallet, my chapstick, my AirPods, my car keys, whatever. I also have used the Sock P sling bag a lot for traveling. If I'm going in an area where I cannot bring a firearm with me, there's lots of nice warm tropical locations I go to, no guns there, I'll use the Sock P for just EDC type stuff. It's a great bag for that size. What I really want to talk about, though, is the Sock P Tactical Fanny Pack. This is more in line with the other bags that I've already shown you. All right, this definitely has the most storage out of any of the bags here on the table. It is the least expensive, coming in around $100, but it is the slowest drawer. Even with, like, they do include on the new one a quick access tab to pull the bag open faster, which helps. It's still by far the slowest. I'm talking almost a second slower than the rest of them. The material, I don't know what type of material this is. I couldn't find that out. Maybe it's right here on the tag and I'm just an idiot, but it is very, very durable. It's held up extremely well, and I've had this bag for several years and used it a lot. On each side of the bag, you see these little gray wings. There's actually pockets in there. You can put small things in there. I think the best thing I've used that for is for a key fob. Key fobs fit in there perfectly. Now, this strap is cut cut in half with the buckle right in the middle. Each side of the strap has 19 inches of adjustability. It does have keepers on there, so your flap's not blowing in the wind and you look goofy. The buckle is a pretty nice plastic buckle. I'd say a little nicer than the grab bags, probably not quite as nice as the 945 Industries, but still a pretty good. The back panel on the back of this bag is dope. It has like a laser cut panel, and what it's designed for is for the Benchmade dagger, but I'm cheap and I never bought a Benchmade dagger, and CRKT has been such a good supporter of this channel, so I keep a CRK Provoke, either EDC or full size in here, and that works excellent. On the other side, a lot of times I will stick my flashlight in there, especially those flat flashlights like the Surefire Stiletto. I'll slide both, so I have quick access to a knife, quick access to a flashlight, and that little pouch is pretty cool. In the back pouch is typically where most people are going to keep their pew-pew. On both sides you have some Velcro, and you could stick something again like the you can buy a holster with Velcro back, or I really like the Neomag hook and loop panel. That's going to accept any holster that has 1.5 inch clips, so you don't have to take your gun out of the holster, you don't have to buy a new holster, you just take it off your waist or wherever and you stick it in the adapter, Velcros to the bag. It's cool. It does have a small little zipper pocket if you want to keep whatever stuff and things in there, I don't know. And the other thing I want to point out is when you open this bag, the bag does not flop open all the way. The 945 and the Grab Industries open all the way. I guess that would be 180 degrees. This one only half opens. I personally don't care about that, but I get that question a lot, and I know a lot of you guys do care. So anything in the bag is not going to fall out when you open this bag. This has another mid pocket. I'm going to call it a front pocket, and again, lots of storage with the Vertx. In the front of that pocket, you have a nice little zipper pouch to keep things in. You have two little Velcro pouches, and then you have plenty of space in the middle here as well. Again, if you want to carry a lot of stuff, the Vertx is probably, well, definitely has the most storage. Now the front has another little pocket. It's made for your cell phone. This bag was designed for low-vis operations, covert recording. Don't be a creep in recording girls at the gym or something or at the beach. You can put your phone in there, fold the little tab away, and your camera can be exposed and you could record with really nobody knowing. But again, don't be a creep, please. This is the older version where the phone is a little harder to get in because it's Velcro. The new version, they did a great job. I played with it at SHOT Show. It just has a little zipper, phone slides right in. That is fantastic. You can fold this pouch down as well if you want to use it as like a nav board or something. I like it just if I'm wearing the bag and my phone's in that pouch and someone sends me a quick text message or whatever, I can fold it down, look at my phone, fold it back, and be done with it. Now the dimensions of the bag are 7 by 10. It is a good sized bag. With these wings, it ends up being about 17 inches, so it is pretty big. But again, around $100-ish is the price, and there is a lot of Vertx codes out there. Everybody has a code for Vertx to save you some money. Everybody except for me, that is. Vertx does not love me. All right, I really truly do like all three of these bags and have used them all a ton. They all have pros and cons. Again, which one you get, I really don't care. Hopefully I gave you enough little tidbits and information for you to make an educated decision. If you're wondering why I'm using the 945 Industries, it's a little smaller than the Vertx. It has enough storage for all my essential EDC type gear that I need. I don't need to bring a bunch of different things. It's very quick for a zipper bag, and again, it's made in the United States. So all of those things combined is the reason that for this summer anyway, I'm rocking the 945 Industries bag. However, I do plan to get a Victos bag and an Eberly stock bag, and I will continue to test these because like knives and flashlights, I just love sling bags, even though that might be a little weird. Let me thank all three companies once again. All three companies have been, even though I'm teasing Vertx, they've all been very good supporters to me over the years. So thank you to all three of them. I greatly appreciate that. Most important though, if you think I deserve it, please click the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Doesn't hurt. Helps me out. Santa appreciates it. I will see you in the next video. Be good and stay blessed. Peace.